I married the same man 7 times, and each time he divorced me to spend his vacation with his first love, only to return and remarry me when she left. But this time, when he casually announced his plan to repeat the cycle, he had no idea I had already packed my bags for good. To understand why I finally broke the cycle, you have to look at the humiliating pattern of our relationship. For years, I was less of a wife and more of a seasonal placeholder. Whenever Larissa, his first love, returned to the country, Jeff would divorce me to protect her reputation, leaving me free to spiral into hysteria or self-destruction while he played house with her. I once even hospitalized myself trying to stop him, but he never came. I debased myself by working as his assistant just to be near him, only to walk in on them kissing in his office. He slapped me to the floor in front of his staff, publicly shaming me as the desperate ex-wife while protecting his precious Larissa from gossip. But this time was different. When I heard Larissa was back, I didn't wait for him to discard me. I handed him the signed divorce papers first. His expression froze for a second before he recovered, signing with the practiced ease of a man who viewed our marriage as a renewable business contract. He casually promised to remarry me in a month once she left, expecting my usual desperate gratitude. Instead, I packed my suitcase in silence. My calm unsettled him. He accused me of planning to stalk him again, terrified I would interrupt his time with Larissa. He mocked me, asking if I was so lost without a man that I couldn't function. I didn't argue, I didn't cry. I simply slammed my suitcase shut, cutting off his insults, and walked out the door. He thought this was just another temporary break in our twisted game, completely unaware that while he was planning our 8th wedding, I was ensuring there would never be one. He kicked me out of the restaurant to please his new girlfriend, then called me later that night to complain that my job as his assistant was lowering my status, completely unaware that I had already quit and booked a one-way ticket out of the country. To understand why I walked away without a fight, you have to see the scene at the restaurant. I was enjoying dinner with my best friend Scarlett when Jeff walked in with Larissa, his arm draped around her waist like a trophy. When they spotted me, Jeff instinctively shielded Larissa, terrified I would cause a scene like the crazy ex he always painted me to be. Larissa, sensing his protection, pouted and demanded the entire restaurant be cleared just for her. Jeff looked at me, hesitated for a second, and then silently nodded, choosing her comfort over my dignity. Scarlett was ready to throw hands, but I stopped her. I didn't care anymore. I agreed to leave, treating Jeff like a stranger, which stunned him more than any scream could have. I walked out, leaving him staring at my back while Larissa grew impatient for his attention. Later that night, he video called me, annoyed that I switched to voice only. He tried to flirt, laughing that he'd seen me without makeup a million times. But his mood soured when he brought up my resignation. He lectured me, claiming that working as an assistant was beneath the CEO's wife and that people thought he was playing favorites by paying me. I cut him off, asking why he wasn't with Larissa. He muttered that they weren't together, a lie we both knew was garbage, before finally offering a pathetic apology for the divorce, claiming he only did it to protect Larissa from gossip. He still thought he was managing his 2 women, oblivious that one of them was already gone. I stood alone at the concert venue, listening to his voicemail lie about taking Larissa to the hospital while her Instagram story showed them sitting together in the front row, laughing at the performance he promised we would see together. To understand why this was the final nail in the coffin, you have to witness the sheer audacity of Jeff's last attempt to string me along. He had begged me to attend our anniversary concert, using a date that only I remembered was actually the anniversary of our 4th remarriage. He pleaded with a desperation I had never heard before, promising to make up for everything. But as I waited outside the stadium, history repeated itself. He sent a voice message claiming Larissa was suddenly sick, apologizing over the background noise of the very concert he was supposedly missing. I opened social media, and there it was, a selfie of him and Larissa, beaming under the stage lights. The tiny flicker of hope I had nursed on the way there was extinguished instantly. He wasn't at the hospital, he was exactly where he always was, choosing her while keeping me on standby. But this time, I didn't spiral. I didn't cry. I simply turned around and headed straight to the airport. I spent the night in the terminal watching the sunrise on a life without him. When morning came, Jeff messaged me asking when we would remarry, assuming I was still waiting in the wings. I didn't reply. I deleted him. I blocked his number. As I boarded the plane and switched my phone to airplane mode, my friend Scarlett called one last time, patching through Jeff's panicked voice, screaming, "Helen, where are you?" I smiled, cut the line, and flew away, leaving him to realize that for the first time in 7 marriages, I wasn't coming back. Welcome to share your feelings in the comments section. Remember to like and subscribe, and if you want to see more story content, please check out the other videos on my channel.